Hi folks, and welcome back to our video presentation on flexible benefits. Now I'm just going to scroll up a little bit here, okay, to finish off our discussion on some of the advantages and disadvantages. So one of the advantages of having a flexible benefit plan is that it can be a lot less costly to introduce a new benefit, because when you introduce as an employer, if you're going to introduce a new benefit to the smorgasbord or buffet of benefits that you're offering your employees, it could be a lot less costly to do it because not everybody's going to pick it, right? So the cost for those who pick it can be a lot less when you're introducing the benefit. It doesn't mean that it's going to be less costly, throughout all the years that you offer it. But because there is no requirement that employees have to buy it, right? Some people will buy it and some people won't. So there won't be as many claims. So again, it's usually your claims history that your healthcare provider looks at to see, what's it costing us to pay claims. So when you usually when you introduce a new one, since the company doesn't have any history with it and not every employee is going to want it, some people will choose it and it'll be less costly for people to buy. So it's a real advantage. And that allows employees also, as I said, with flex benefits to contain their costs because they're working with a budget, right? So the employee is trying to spend their $1,500 on benefits that mean the most to them, that they really need. The only major disadvantages that you can find with that is sometimes employees can make some poor choices. So they don't always necessarily choose the right benefits for their $1,500. It used to be in plans where they don't have flexible benefits, companies offer everything, so the employee gets everything. It's a much more costly route to go, but at least the employee was getting all the coverage, right? But here, sometimes if employees opt out of certain coverages and then they may find that they need it and they hadn't anticipated certain things or hadn't expected certain things to happen, they may find that they might not have the coverage, right? And sometimes there may be administrative restrictions. So most of the time, because of all the paperwork involved to change benefits once you've picked, because a lot of companies won't let you just change your benefits whenever you want, because you pick these benefits for part of your, say, $1,500, as part of your $1,500 budget, right? You can't just go in and change your benefit package when you want, because insurance companies are offering it at rates based on the fact that you said you'd keep that coverage for a year's time. So usually you can only go in at a certain point in time, and your company will tell you when you can go in to update your coverage. Usually it happens early in the new year, like maybe early in January or sometime in the fall, where they'll let you go in. And most companies give you a very short window within which to make that change. They might give you a week or 2 weeks, or they might say, we're going to open it up now, and if you hadn't made a selection by a particular date, we're going to renew on the basis of what you already have. Right? So sometimes it's a little more restrictive. But again, you know your own history, and as you're changing lifestyle needs, or lifestyle needs are changing, what kind of benefits you want. Most employees look very favorably upon it, and we're noticing that more employers are offering flexible benefits to their employees to help them and their employees contain costs. All right? Most employers do have either a flexible benefit plan in place or expect to implement one at some point in time in the near future. And that's about 85% of employers in Canada are saying they either have one or they're thinking of having one. So these plans are actually very, very popular with a lot of employers, these flexible plans. So if you are offered one, know that your employer is doing a good thing for you, and we're sure that you'll enjoy the benefits that they offer. Anyway, this concludes our presentation on employee benefits, and our next series of videos will look more at health and safety.